Good morning, everyone. Sunday for you, work day for me. Battleships of the Pacific today. Gung ho, baby. We've got to finish this garage siding now. Yesterday, as you saw on the video, pretty much knocked out the carpentry work that had to be done. So I'm very satisfied that everywhere I go to secure the siding now, I'm going to have very good places to nail onto without striking rock. This is so well framed now. It's carrying so much, it's carrying the equal load that it's supposed to carry of the workshop here. So got our corner braces properly cut in, got all of our nice new wood sistered on and properly put in. So it's not just sitting underneath. The new wood is it's not just sitting underneath of the old wood. It's logically put in with, as you can see here, it's wedged in, which gives tremendous up and down support and a good clean joint there. Also gives me a chance to screw that and secure that into the new wood on the side. So this is truly just about better than originally, and certainly stronger. You got to remember this, they didn't use 4x4 posts for corner beams here. They just used two 2x4s. So the theory that this garage is pretty small, this workshop, so it's not a huge issue for the weight. But this is 2016, 2017. We'd like to have things properly secured and built to a higher standard. So that's it. So all right, so I am off to the lumber yard today. I need to get the siding. So I will see you guys in a bit. We're gonna have 4 boards cut to 89 inches. And I think I have enough with that board, maybe one more piece I'll measure that I can get probably not 4 pieces out of that for the siding here. So let me get on my way. By the way, you'll remember too that we need to put this fake tongue on here, so I need to buy this material that I'm going to glue down on here to imitate. That'll give the proper spacing on here, and a little bit of putty, painter's putty, will secure that up real good and make that pretty secure from insects and other things. So all right, I'm going to head down now and pick up everything I need. So just wanted to mention that. I don't know if I had mentioned that before today. Back from the lumber yard here, and we had the pine. I had to get 3 sticks of the 1 by 10 by 16 foot. Even though I only really need 4 there, I have to do a new side over here. So I had to buy three of them at 40 bucks a pop. And I have this little edging to make a fake tongue on the top of it, as you'll see in a little bit. Some wood glue and a brush. When I go to clean up the garage up in the upper level, I need to sweep out up there. So horsehair brush. So drop 217 at the lumber yard. There's Missy Jen checking it out here today. She helped me fit up the first piece, which should be a tight fit there. That piece is designed not to have a tongue on the top of it, and which just cleaned up the corner for me for later reinstallation. So what we got to do now, and thank you, Missy Jen. That's all right, just get rid of, well, just keep them there, it's fine. So I bought this and what I have to do to create this fake tongue and groove. Let me see if that's going to sit up there. I don't know if that'll sit up there or not. I guess not. I guess that'll be all right like that. I have to take this, and pardon the camera, and I actually have to glue this on top like that, and that'll give me enough spacing when I go to install that that it will give the proper gap spacing there. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take 3 of these boards and top glue these on top. We're going to cut these to length and do that. So that's going to take a little while to set that up. Woo! I want to run a thin bead of glue here right down the center line, as close to it as possible. It'll pick up glue as we go along here. As I move it around, it'll pick up a full load of glue. How do you like this? We're making a fake tongue here, huh? Not the most fun thing in the world. But I'm going to go ahead and sit the camera down in position. Alright, so here I am, I'm positioning. I laid down my glue bead and I'm now positioning it on top to create that manufactured tongue. Now you may say, why do this? Because I can't get this. They don't make this anymore. They don't make this product. This house was originally built of redwood, and you're not going to find redwood siding. If you do, you're going to pay a fortune. The cedar is $7 a foot. Well, guess what? I had to buy whatever number of feet. It would have cost triple the price I paid for the pine here. So there's our first one in position, and we're just going to clean up those glue lines a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but it does help. This is what restoration carpentry is all about. Believe me, when this thing dries in about 40 minutes or so, half hour, 40 minutes, it will be like a rock on there. All right, so there's one piece down. We'll cut the ends later. We'll go ahead and do the other 2. Missy Jen's in a singing mood today. All right, here we go, guys. We've got all of our manufactured tongue there. So we just have to wait to let that dry. In the meantime, we can come over here because we're going to have to do some fill here. I want to clean this up with the putty knife, with the scraper, and then go through and fill that with some putty. So we got some work to do here. Okay, get all the loose stuff and take it from there. Drive that in really deep to that gap in there, and then finish her up just like so. Okay guys, we're now going to fit up our second piece. Let Missy Jen hold that up real good. You have to hold it all the way up from the end over there, so it's good and square. Hold that back end all the way up. Go all the way to the end. I got it. And push up hard at the end. Got it. Here we go. Number 2. Shouldn't be using my framing hammer. Okay.
And we flush against the frame. It's sticking out.
Yeah, I can. That's okay because we're gonna have the corner piece on. All right. Go ahead and secure. You can see how our tongue and groove is gonna work here. One on the end and set Missy and go get the next one. Want that good and tight. We'll drive the final in with the nail set. But you can see that we've achieved a straight and natural gap now that matches the other side there with our kind of our fake tongue. All right, so I'm going to secure the rest of these boards with Missy Jen's able assistance, and then I can do the small stuff on the side. Thank you, able assistance.
That's a real tongue.
A real tongue, there we go. The skirt board is too wide, so I need to relieve that by about a ½ an inch. I don't have a table saw, so I've actually set up this jig and measured 4½ inches over, and that should allow a good ride for the circular saw to come down here and do this cut. Thanks to Missy Jen's able assistance, the last piece of skirting is on. I'm very happy about that. That's good. I think we've got real good alignment with the next group too. You can't buy it, you gotta fake it and make it. I went ahead and using the saber saw here, I went ahead and just flushed that up so that we can put our, next we have to install our side pieces, and I'm hoping I can cannibalize one of my old boards, because that board is cedar. I actually paid for cedar years ago to do this corner. So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to use what I can. Maybe I won't have to make up another fake tongue and groove. We shall see. I decided to bite the bullet. I'm making up one more piece here. Just keeping with all fresh. Relieve that corner's looking good. That'll have plenty of good to nail into there. We won't have to worry about any rot for a long time. There's, if you want good painting, you call an expert, and there's one right there.
Well, I'm not
Huh?
an expert.
You're expert. Huh? How much stuff have you painted in your construction career? A lot. You're a professional. That's what I'm talking about. Nice leading edge there. Lay that stuff on thick. Looking awesome. So while Missy Jen is doing her usual expert job on that, and she is a good painter, everything you see around here was coated by us, by hand, with brush, no spray. All the buildings were hand painted by brush, so we know a thing or three about the painting. I'm just waiting for this last one to set up real good, and I can cut my next pieces and do the final install. I'm gonna see if I can find that yellow and that cream color and get that all painted up, and we can call it done. Missy Jen's rolling along like lightning there. You guys will notice I'm using shims here to get a good set along here, because they didn't exactly build this to the highest standard of care, so it's not perfectly square across the side here, but I'm setting them so I get good flushness here and get a good corner over there. So shims are your friend. Anybody that knows my channel for a while and communicates with me knows that my Gmail is icanmakeitLikeNew@gmail.com. And given the right materials and a little bit of time, I can often make it better than new and have it turn out really good. What started out as supposed to be a simple routine job of slapping on some new siding boards turned into be a major structural issue with some rebuilding work, and then you saw we had to fake it until we made it with the tongue and groove, the manufactured tongue here, to allow us to have some boards that would keep the authentic look of the original wood here on the Rancho. Now the workshop has been a particularly weak point in the whole place here. It's had more water intrusion, more damage. Number one, because garages in the 1950s weren't built to the standard that they are today. That's number one. So they didn't really care about proper drainage, foundation footings and things. Well, we care a lot about that here. So consequently, that building suffered quite a bit, and it's required the most carpentry work up on the roof. This side and the other side was a lot of rot up there. You can go back and see those videos. Just put garage into the search box for videos, and you'll find the whole rebuild roof on the roof there. So it is now to the point now where all four corners are really good on it, and what's more, it ends up looking really nice too. Thanks to Missy Jen's help, we have put 2 coats of paint on it. I think it turned out great. Have the corner back on, and you can see the alignment is good, and it keeps with the original character. And best of all, we don't have to worry about water intrusion and any more damage in there. So we are good to go. Everything's primed inside. Everything is weather sealed now, and I just think it looks fantastic. I want to thank you all for being along. Thumbs up are certainly appreciated. There's nothing like having you guys along on a project. It makes it a lot of fun, and it kind of pushes me to do, I think, my best work. Thanks again for being along. Thumbs up are appreciated. They, you know, they count for something here on YouTube. So your thumbs up are really appreciated. Thanks so much, everyone. And thank you, Missy Jen.